What is the best anime of fall 2024? Maidenless dude to say Blue Box. Shonen tart to say Dan the Dan. The average isekai viewer will say ReZero. Maybe a soccer fan will say nah. No one who has an IQ of over 30 will say Blue Lock. I'm sorry. Let I, the Sigma among betas, introduce you guys to Orb. Cue it. Shut the fuck up, mate. Okay, sorry for the awful singing, but honestly, I'm just really hyped after watching this show. Like, this show had me hooked from start to finish. Like, after each episode, I was always looking forward to the next one. Like, it was one of the highlights of my week. Says a lot about how sad your life is, you dumb weep. Okay, so what is this show about? Well, it's about the movements of the earth. Yeah, smartass. It says that on title for fuck's sake. But yeah, honestly, this show covers so many different things that you should just watch it. Like, I don't want to spoil the details. And I also don't think my words can accurately sum it up. Well, because my English kind of sucks. So yeah, if you want to know, just watch it. That ruins the point of this short, dumbass. Calm down, calm down. Let's move on to my thoughts on this show, which is what I assume you guys came here for. So the first thing I liked would be the music. Like, basically every anime that I've watched so far, I find myself skipping the openings. It's like, come on, man. I'm here to anime max and generate as much dopamine as possible. Why would I ever sit through a boring ass opening and waste a minute of my life? Guys, the math is clear. 3 minutes for the opening and ending. Skip through about 6 or 7 of those and you have saved enough time to watch a whole episode. But not this time. Every time the opening plays, you bet your ass I'm gonna sit through it and admire the musical and cinematic masterpiece that is the opening. As for the ending, well, yeah, I still skipped through it, you fucking hypocrite. Look, I'm sorry, okay? The ending is good, but I still want a dopamine max, okay? The SFX used also really adds to the intensity, weight, and hype of some scenes. Next up is the story. Like, the way it flows is really different from a typical story, if that makes sense. And things can take a turn when you least expect it. I say this show is more about the big picture instead of focusing on one or two characters. And this style of storytelling is like nothing I've ever seen before. And honestly, it's just such a standout compared to everything else I've watched. Okay, let me just say I'm a bit conflicted on the animation. Like, in some scenes, the animation is like next level. But I'm not even kidding. I did not expect the animation to be this good when I first started watching it. Like, it really adds to the atmosphere, hype, and quality of the show. On the other hand, like, some scenes were quite poorly animated, and the facial expressions in those moments look really comedic, at least to me, which is honestly the only downside of this show. But that's just a nitpick, so as to not sound like a biased glazer. The ending is, well, different. The first 10 minutes left me scratching my head and kept me up at night as I was trying to figure out the point of the sudden revival. But for the last 10, let's just say it gave me chills. I really like the fact that despite this series being fictional, the mangaka took into account real history and did a really good job sliding this work into the real human timeline. If the anime is a 10 out of 10, this ending is probably around an 8 to a 9. It's almost perfect, but an extra 5 to 10 minutes would have done wonders. In conclusion, is it perfect? Nah. Is it for everyone? Not really. But is it one of my favorites? Yeah, damn right it is. I do not know whether to thank you guys for watching this far or get salty. As instead of watching some reel by a retarded Rudy Glazer, you guys should just be watching all. Like, just watch the damn thing for fuck's sake. Final rating, 10 out of 10. Alright, that brings us to the end of the review. Just wanted to add some additional closing thoughts about this video. Okay, so this is honestly like the most fun I've had making a video. And not gonna lie, I really hope I did well enough to not do a disservice to the anime. I genuinely hope I managed to convince at least 1 or 2 of you guys to watch this anime. Now obviously I wouldn't know how this video would do until I release it, but part of me wants to do a deeper dive into this anime. Maybe like a 10-minute long video, as there's still quite a few things that I left out. Stuff like the individual characters and the overall themes and messages of this anime. So if I get a combined like count of maybe like 100, maybe like 5 new subs, I'll make a deep dive into all. Thanks for watching and don't forget to sub if you've watched this.